Greetings and salutations, everybody. I'd like to welcome you to our show today. I have one question for you. I want you to hold on because this is going to be a fast ride. I know that Freya might be a little bit nervous about that, but we're going to keep it moving anyhow. What is faster than the Flash? No takers. 1940s flashback, a Flash? No, even faster than a locomotive, I have to tell you. It is the EY New York City Toastmasters 2016 Flashback. Today, I am your host. My name is Emery Barber. This is EY New York City Toastmasters, where leaders are made. Excuse me hitting the space bar. I'm missing my little remote here, but we're going to keep it moving anyhow. Today, I've got a fantastic guest as we move through time. Again, I said my name's Emery. Today, we have Fiona, who is the EY New York City Toastmasters Vice President, and I'd like you to help me welcome her. I see a few of you being intractable, so I want you to try that one more time. Thank you. Well, we have a little bit of time. That's why we're using the buzzword flash, because we're moving kind of fast. But we've got a couple of questions that we'd like to share with you as we approach the year end here at Toastmasters. There's a changing of the guard at the year end, and that means that our leadership track is going to change. Those who are officers, even such as you, may decide to move on. And there might be others who want to serve in that capacity. And so with you being our guest today as a Vice President of Education, won't you share a little bit about your responsibilities?
Sure. My responsibility as the VP of Education is really to ensure our club achieve our educational goal. As many of you, I'm sure most of you, join the club for the reason of improving, for the goal and reason to improve your public speaking skills. And the VPE is really just to ensure everybody achieve their educational goal. And my personal experience, I started with EY NYC Toastmaster almost a year and a half ago. The reason I become such a committed member after the first meeting is because we have a great team of leadership. So I highly encourage everyone that apply for the application is already in. However, I really encourage everyone to join the meeting and take the opportunity to talk to our officers.
Wow, that's absolutely flash phenomenal. Thank you very much.
Flash phenomenal.
Yes, flash phenomenal. I'd like to also ask, what would you say in 2016 has been the biggest personal and club accomplishment?
Oh, the 2016 is a big year for EY and NYC Toastmaster. And personally, for me, it's a big year for me to achieve the CL track. And from a club perspective, it is a big year that we became one of the biggest club in the district out of more than 200 clubs. And also, we roll out the EY NYC mentorship program. So I'm super excited to share those two with you.
Isn't that great? That's totally flash phenomenal. Won't you help me just celebrate that today? Well, tell us a little bit more about the CL program, the CL track, and why would someone be interested in taking part in that?
Yes, sure. I started my CL track because when I initially joined it, Toastmaster, I wasn't really comfortable giving a full speech. By taking up upon the small supporting areas in the CL track, you really get the opportunities to practice speaking on your feet. For example, the roles like Toastmaster, evaluators, general evaluators are great roles for you to speak on your feet, practice impromptu speech. And I think it's probably more useful in your daily life in client service than giving a prepared speech. And as most of you guys know, we have a lot of enthusiastic members trying to give their prepared speech. So if you see the spots are taken, definitely take up the opportunity and take up the CL roles and finish your CL track first.
That's terrific. Thank you so much. Well, just taking a quick transition, I know that we're moving very quickly, and I hope that everybody's able to just lay hold of this ride. As I said, get a hold. You talked about the mentorship program being one of the big achievements of the year. Can you expand on that?
Yes, sure. When our officer decided to roll out the EY mentorship program, it's really thinking about what we call it the 3B perspective. We're one of the biggest club with more than 85 members, and we want to bring benefits to our members, increase the satisfaction rate and retention rate, and make sure all of our members become a valuable resources to one another, to be familiar with the culture with our EY NYC Toastmaster and become the leaders of the future.
That's awesome. How does one become a mentor then?
Sure. The mentorship criteria, first of all, obviously you have to become a member of the club. And second of all, you can either finish 3 speeches on your CC track or taking up 5 roles on your CL track. But one of them have to be either a general evaluator or a Toastmaster role.
That's terrific. Well, the mentor has that marvelous benefit, but what about the mentee? What does the mentee get out of this
Yes,
program?
sure. A lot of our new members, when they join the club, will automatically assign them with a mentor, so they will be familiar with the culture. The mentor will sit down with the mentee for 20 minutes, half an hour to go through the supporting materials and all the available resources the club provided to our mentees and give them a guidance of the culture of the club. So going forward, they can still maintain the mentor-mentee relationship by having the mentor giving them the support and guidance when they're taking up their respective roles.
That's awesome. So what you're saying is that as we travel along the yellow brick road, we don't have to worry about getting lost because we'll have a guide and we'll get through in a flash.
Correct.
That's terrific. Well, I want to thank you for joining us today. If you were to have in this last 20 seconds here, some sort of advice for our existing members.
I have 2 advice. The first one is set a goal. If anyone that is serious about improving their goals, improving their public speaking skills, set a goal of when and how you are going to achieve your CL and CC track. And the second one, most importantly, have fun. Enjoy chatting with everyone. Enjoy the relationship one another have. So welcome everyone to EY NYC Toastmaster.
That's terrific. Ladies and gentlemen, won't you please give one more flash